Uh-oh.
Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy LP, and we live and direct right here on Trap Plan Radio. Listen, man, we finna get it in. We finna get it in. We finna get it in. And look, I got a special guest with us tonight, and I'm telling you, man, this brother is fire. And I'm blessed and privileged to have him with us tonight.
Yeah.
This brother is a minister of the gospel. This brother is a worship leader. This guy is doing a whole lot of stuff for the kingdom, and we got the opportunity to have him right here on the Trap Plan Radio.
Let's go.
So what I want y'all to get on your feet, and I want y'all to give a great round of applause to my dude, Keywan Jemison.
Yeah, let's go.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful.
Everything all right with you, man?
Man, wonderful. Great.
Okay, man. We just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in with us, for coming and being a part of what we got popping, man. And thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
What's going on with you these days, man? What's happening with you?
Work, man. We working, man. We
Okay.
getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Family, making it happen. Shout out to my lovely wife, Bernadette Jemison. My 4 kids, Keywan Jr.,
No doubt.
Madison, Mackenzie, and Cameron.
Okay.
They holding it down at the house, man. You know what I'm saying?
No
That's
doubt.
what it's about, man.
No doubt.
God told me that His kingdom too. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So me being a blessing to my family and me, nurturing them and teaching them in the way that they should go, that's a part of the kingdom.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we about, man. We get it in.
Amen. That's what's up, man. Well, shouts out to your family, man. Thank you so very much for them allowing you to be out here with us today.
Sir. Yes,
So, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get right into it. This is in the White House.
What?
A lot of people have been very upset,
Yeah.
very disappointed.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of commentaries on what we've seen pertaining to these pastors being at the White House, and you had a series of quote unquote black leaders
Yeah.
that created a lot. That there was a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Brother D.L. Hughley, he came on and openly rebuked those pastors and saying what they should have did and what they shouldn't have did.
Yep.
Brother Jamal Bryant, he had some choice words
Right.
for those pastors, and it got real.
Yeah.
It got real.
It got real, and it got real quick.
So before we even move forward, I'd like to discuss that. What's your thoughts on the pastors that came went live on Facebook and
Right.
and rebuked those pastors, and what's your thoughts on people that are outside of the church, all of their anger and
Right.
their rebuke for those pastors? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, again, any human being, regardless of what his race, religion, whatever his background is, they have a right to do whatever they want to do.
No doubt.
We cannot demonize a person for wanting to meet with the president,
Okay.
for wanting to go to the White House.
Mm-hmm.
We can't demonize a person for making whatever decision they make as far as voting is concerned, because every man has a right to do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
So-
So these people are saying they shouldn't have been there.
Right.
They're not supposed to be sitting at a table with someone that is of President Trump's caliber.
Right.
This is what people are saying.
Right.
So this you're saying that basically, look, people have the right to do what they do,
They do. We in America.
and we got to respect that.
We
right?
in America, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's first about respect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, for other individuals. So if a person feels or they get the invite to come to the White House and they accept that invite, that's their preference. They can do what they want to do.
Right.
That's if I invite you to my house and you accept and you come, that's well within your rights as a human being to do whatever it is you feel is right to do.
No doubt, no doubt.
So I'm not saying they were wrong or all that as far as being there.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
No doubt.
They had a right to be there.
Hmm.
They got invited.
Right.
Others didn't. So that's my take on that.
Right,
I mean,
right.
you have to check the individuals that came out.
Yeah.
I mean, are you coming out to speak against and you wanted to be invited, or do you really have a legitimate beef with them being there as far as President Trump, his characteristics, that kind of thing? So those are the. I mean,
so we got a heart issue that we're dealing with
exactly
when it comes to this.
Exactly. Exactly.
So do you believe that a lot of these people that came out and spoke out were kind of upset that they didn't get invited? Or is it a possibility?
That's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Okay. So there's a lot of people that are saying that if they would have showed up, if they would have been there, they would have stood up.
Right.
They would have
Right.
spoken truth to power.
Right.
They would have rebuked.
Mm-hmm.
Brother D.L. Hughley, he brought up the text when.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, he brought up.
He went
the text.
to the book. He went to the
brought
book.
up the text and said he
We like
brought
that
up
book.
back when David was messing with Bathsheba,
Mm-hmm.
and the prophet came and
The prophet got him straight.
yeah, and rebuked him.
Right.
And he said that that's how the prophets of God are supposed to function.
Right.
So my personal viewpoint on that, I'm like, okay, you said that the prophet rebuked David for his wrong, right? Didn't that particular prophet have a relationship with David?
He had a relationship with David. David had already been talking with this guy on previous occasions, you know what I'm saying? And also, not to go back to the respect thing.
Okay.
David had a respect for the prophet.
Wow.
He honored the prophet. So when the prophet came, whatever rebuke he had, it was going to be welcomed. It wasn't going to be, shunned or looked on as like, who is this guy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because he had that relationship and they had respect for one another, you know what I'm saying? David had respect for who he was as a man of God. He welcomed that rebuke.
Mm. So this guy had to be somebody that the prophet had to be pretty solid as a person,
no doubt,
for him to have to give him an audience.
Right.
So basically, to be in a position to bring rebuke like that, you have to be respected.
Right.
As a man of God.
As a man of God. Right.
That's somebody that can speak into somebody's life.
Or that hears on behalf of God.
There you go.
They can speak, on behalf of God.
Okay.
Into the life of someone else.
So the people that's saying that they would have spoke out, they would have rebuked this, that, and the other, these people that are saying that.
Right.
Do these people even have an audience in their home?
Probably not. I can't prove it, but I would have to say probably not.
Okay. Do they have an audience in their city?
I would again have to say probably not.
Do they have an audience in their state?
Again, I would have to say probably not.
So
they do have some influence based on, the Jarum and what the comedian, that whole line.
I wasn't talking about D.L. Hughley in particular. I'm talking about in general. There's so many people that talk about how they would have stood up and they would have rebuked the president and they would have did all this other stuff.
Right. But then too, at the end of the day,
mm-hmm.
I mean, if you flip through our history, most of the people that's visited the White House, either they said something about it, or they posted something about it, or they made it known that, hey, I'm going to the White House.
Right.
Because I've never been, I don't know how they bring you into that room.
We're getting somewhere.
Because the power has. It has a funny way of making the most vile man humble. Because if you think about it, most of the people that voted for President Trump,
okay,
they thought that the office would do something to his character. Because they had some understanding about how the position and the power of that office, they thought it would shape something in him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But obviously, you know, he has his own way of thinking.
Right. Proving himself in
to be really a strong guy.
Right. And how he functions.
And he believes in what he believes in.
Facts.
I will give him that.
Facts.
The things he believes in, he's solid on it. he not moving. He don't care what nobody say. He not moving.
So you mean to tell me he don't care about the people that's putting these Facebook posts and Twitter and stuff like that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. No matter how much people complain and post their I hate Trump messages and
that brother still saying Bill Wall. I mean that brother still Bill Wall. In them cages.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you know what? They talking about me. Let them all out."
Wow.
He didn't do that.
So you believe that a lot of that what we've seen is counterproductive.
It's counterproductive.
So it's a waste of time, energy, and emotion.
It's a lot. I mean, most of the time when you react emotionally, it's a waste of time.
Wow.
The time that you spend in reacting emotionally, you could be prepping or planning.
Wow.
Using your mind to focus on the things that matter and, you know, build a plan, execute.
Right.
You could be focusing on those things as opposed to, he ain't right. He ain't doing right. They shouldn't have did this and they shouldn't have did. While you doing all that, you could be using your energy to focus on a plan. Or set a goal, or hear from God.
Whoa! So you saying that people should be listening to God more than they're listening to what President Trump says in his Twitter feed?
Bro, let me tell you something. And we were talking about this before we went on the air.
Okay.
If we, in the body of Christ, do not get a concept of truth, not just the word. We really got to delve into that word and understand what truth is.
Okay.
If we don't get a concept of what truth is and begin to hear from God and build our lives on the truth of his word, we it's going to take us a lot longer to get where we're trying to go.
So for one, I'm hearing, and when you say truth, we're talking about what the Lord said.
What the Lord said.
Once we hear what the Lord said, that will it comes by hearing
no
and
doubt
hearing
about
by the word.
No doubt about
So if we hearing the word, that's going to cause fear to leave.
See, the scripture says fast torment.
Ooh, woo!
So if you're being tormented, if your peace is being it's some fear lines somewhere. Because, bro, we got it. I remember Pastor Mike said, "This ain't time for emotions. This is not a time for emotions. It's not. This is not a time. The time we're living in right now is not a time for emotions."
Okay. So, aside from President Trump,
right?
The pastors that went in the statements that were made,
right, about President Trump.
Before we get into that, I wanna know your thoughts on. I want to know all the information because all I got is a few sound bites.
Right. Right.
First of all, I want to know: did the president invite them into that room?
I think the White House sent them a letter.
Ah, okay. So, I was told. This is what I was told. I was told that they were there to talk about prison reform.
Yes.
Just in a group setting.
Right.
And the president showed up.
He came in the room. Yeah.
And the president showed up.
Right.
I don't know what was said to those ministers.
Right.
When the president pulled up.
I do believe they were told that he would not be taking any questions.
So if that's the case, for the very vocal people
Yes.
that claim
Right.
that they would have stood up and
Stood up,
rebuked them
right.
and all this other stuff,
Mhm.
if they were given those specific instructions
Mm-hmm.
in the White House,
Right.
do you believe that these people who are so vocal and so bold,
Right.
do you believe that they would have been able to stand up against that? Because I mean, we're talking about a group of people. We're talking about saved folks, Christians,
Right.
church people, right?
Right.
The same people, you know, we too scared to go and tell our pastor when we leaving.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
We're not saying, Pastor, hey, look, you know, it was a good time, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. You know,
Or straight up telling
I
him,
feel
man, I ain't feeling you.
Right.
You suck, bro.
Right.
I'm out.
Right. Well, we're not confident enough to do that,
Right.
but we're confident enough to stand up in the White House with the President of the United States
Right.
and the specific instructions that's possibly given. We're willing to stand up and go against that
Right.
and rebuke the president.
Right. I'll say this, bro. I'll say this. Because nobody knows what they'll do in certain situations.
Unless you put in the
Unless you put
situation.
in the situation. So I'll say this. Because I can say, if I had went, I would have went to jail. I can say all that stuff, bro.
All that stuff sounds so good. It sounds
Yeah,
so
it
gangster.
sounds good when we, like now, I can say whatever I want to say in this microphone.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody in here but me and you. So I can say whatever I want to say.
It sounds so gangster.
And sound really, 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 really gangster. And probably convince some people, man, he might do that. He might do that.
He'll do that.
Right, he'll do that. That boy, that man.
He sound gangster.
Right. So
You get on your post and light it up, huh?
well, that's the thing about social media. You know, because you can be whoever you want to be in the comfort of your own home. Right?
Yeah,
When you in your room,
no doubt.
you can be
On your phone.
you can be whoever you want to be. You can be Al Capone in your room, in the comfort of your home with the door locked. You know what I'm saying? You can be whoever you want to be. So that's the thing about social media. Like in this room, I can be whoever I want to be. But the thing is, we can say all that stuff, bro. But until we put in a situation like that, we don't know what we'll do.
I agree.
We don't know what we'll do.
So, what was your thoughts on what was said there and how those particular individuals that said what they said, how they find it afterwards? That man started laughing.
so this is the balance to me saying that they had a right to go.
Okay.
Because I know, people like, what? He don't think they was wrong. So this is the balance right here.
Okay.
They had a right to be there.
Okay.
But in their heart of hearts, if they knew that being there was the right thing to do, they didn't owe anybody explanation for why they were there.
Break it down, preacher.
Because, I go to work every day. I know in my heart that's the right thing to do for me to take care of my family.
Facts.
Until God says different.
Facts.
I don't owe nobody an explanation. I'm not going to try to explain why I go to work every day. Because I know it's right. I know it's right. So my thing is, if you said you got a word from God, number one, God told you, God put you in that room. That's the first thing. I can't say he didn't. I can't say he did. But if God put you in that room, I wouldn't have came out backpedaling. I wouldn't. I'd never backpedal about me going to work. I don't come home and be like, well, you to work today. so I can try to take care of my family. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. So my problem is a lot of the pastors that went, after they got the backlash and people started talking negative about them, something happened on the inside of them.
Right.
And whatever word they got from God, like it vanished. Like it faded away some kind of way. And then they start trying to give explanations on why they said what they said.
Right.
Why I was there. You know, I believe if we help the prisons, we can. Well, I believe.
Come on now. Here we go.
If we build God's kingdom the way He intended for it to be built, prison reform will be over with.
Wow.
We got so many prison ministries, and the prisons are filling up. Are you serious?
Wow.
So the question is not whether or not the government can fix prison reform. The question is, did God send you into prison with your ministry?
Woo! Hey, bro, you hit him in the head on that one.